Hello again. I've got another review for you. This time it's the Kayfun Lite Plus version 2. That one. Let's have a look down below, find out a little bit more about it. Here we go, there's all the bits of the Kayfun Lite. Looks to be a lot there, quite complicated, but it's very simple. You've got your parts that you use on every setup, because you've got a couple of options for setting this up. You've got your tank size options there, standard form, which is 4.5mm. You've got the Nano form, or Nano configuration, and I believe it holds 2.5, maybe 2mm. I think it's 2.5. So all the bits on there are for the Nano, all the bits there are for the standard. You've got two different luke options as well. You've got a stainless tank and you've got a clear tank. So you can build it up with standard with a stainless tank, standard with a clear tank, and Nano with a stainless, or Nano with a clear tank. So you've got 4 different options there. The tanks are both the same size. It doesn't affect the volume of your fluid inside of it. The difference is in the rings, upper and lower rings, and I'll get to that in a second. The tank top, your top caps, are slightly different. A little bit of height difference on them. There is a little bit of difference on the inside, so it does affect your fluid volume. What it would be if you put that on the Nano or that one on the standard, there is quite a bit of a well inside of that, so it would affect your volume. I'm not going to go into that because I'd end up having to measure it, but in standard configurations, that's how you would set it up. Choose your tank size, choose your lukes, and away you go. I personally have it in standard size with the clear tank, because I've found I have used it in Nano with the stainless. I forget to fill my fluid up, so if you want to constantly check your fluid, use the stainless, or if you're not using it that often, go for the Nano. But if you're using it all day like me, I use it in standard with the clear tank and keep an eye on the level. When you're using it in the different forms, remember to put the different chimneys on, because your tank height is a different height. And all you do is change it on the top of your chimney base section. Just alters the height of your chimney. So let's get to the bottom. There's your build deck, the base unit, chimney screws on to there, and then you would screw the top of your chimney onto that. Assemble your tank size and your option, slide it on, or screw it on even. The area for building it is quite open, pretty easy. No post screws, post holes, you've just got the screws that you trap your wire underneath it, your cancel. And if you notice that I've already used that coil, so what I'm going to do now is stick a wick in it, fill it up. There we go, just wicked it up and juiced up the wick. So now put the base of the chimney on. And for this demonstration, or review, demonstration, where have I got that from? For this review, I'm going to stick the full size on. So, put the full size cap on to the chimney, and we'll build it up with the clear tank. So I've just took the large section, the large section of the rings. Both of the rings are exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which one you put on the top or the bottom, and they can go on either way. Just be careful when you're threading onto the plastic tank so that you don't cross thread it. And we'll stick the large cap on, or the standard cap, top cap. There we go, all built up. I've got myself a syringe already filled up with 4.5 ml into the bottom of the tank. And in we go. Just short of 4.5 ml. Put the plug in it. The plug has got an O-ring to stop any leakage. There we go. When you buy, when you get the kit in the box, we've all seen them in various forms or another, but because you've got two different screws, Phillips and a flat, they actually give you one of them. This is quite handy. Flat on one side, Phillips on the other. Comes on a little key ring, so you can stick it on your keys. And you've all, I've taken that off the chain, but you can stick it on your key ring. What I will say is watch out for that section. It can unscrew itself and fall off, even though it has got an O-ring on it. But there you go, I digress. So just stick the drip tip on that, which it comes with. Let's get back up top and have a vape, see how it performs. There we go, bit of a close-up look of the Kayfun Lite, Kayfun Lite Plus. Apart from the bottom adjustments and the filling, there's your option, airflow adjustment, underneath this Foam Store logo, and there's your fill port. Fill port, whichever one that you're doing, whether you're filling it up or adjusting your airflow, you have to take it off your box or your mechanical mod. or your tube, whatever you've got it on. It's a pretty good atomizer. You got the various options for the tank section, whether you want it clear or stainless, get that all stainless look on it. I personally prefer the clear. I like to see how much fluid I've got in. The Nano tank doesn't last me all day, so I tend to keep it in the standard form. What's it perform like? Well, the air roll adjustment, when you've actually adjusted it, it's a bit fiddly, but it's workable. Just have to take it off and adjust it without vaping it. What I have found with it, it's noisy. It's noisy through that air roll. But if you can live with that, it's good. Like I say, I use it all day. I tend not to notice that little whistle from it. So, because it's only got one small hole, you couldn't really use it for long hits. You'd be sat there all day, and it is quite tight, even fully opened up. So it is mouth to lung vaping. So I've got this on a 1.5 build, presently vaping it at 9 watts, and I've got it to 4.5 volts on the MVP2, which I've modified if you've got a keen eye. So let's see what that vape's like. I seem to have plenty of vapour. So that's only at 9 watts on a 1.5. Drop it down to 6 watts. Not a bad performance. Try 11. Pretty good. So I personally give it a thumbs up in general performance. Thumbs down are the fill port and the air adjustment. Bit of a whistle too from the air roll. But other than that, it performs all day. Flavour wise, flavour's subjective. So I could say brilliant flavour, you get yours, your taste buds are different, your lifestyle's different, and you would say that doesn't taste, I'm not getting the full flavour from it. So whenever you do a review on taste, it's always my perception of it. I perceive it to be quite good. What's it going to cost you to get one of these? Well, presently I got this for like £17. I've seen them on eBay for $35 all the way down to I think about $20. There's lots of clones out there. You can get different tank options as well. If you want a coloured tank, I've not seen anywhere with the glass tanks. So if you're using any cinnamon or acidic fluids, watch out. I would go for the go for your stainless option, just in case it eats away at your tank. But if you want to change the accent to red, blue, green, there's the options out there. So it's a very flexible atomizer, very flexible, rebuildable. In general, good thumbs up, good vaping from it. Certainly buy another one. I believe there's another version out there with a air roll adjustment, airflow adjustment on the outside. I may look at getting one of those, but in the meantime I'll stick with this. Catch you in the next review, and I'll see you later.